9 out of 10 times, it's the man giving all the value and the woman delivering zero. You know what I'm saying? Because the woman is getting everything she wants. She's getting that companionship. She's getting that masculinity. She's getting that protection, right? Because if she's out with a male friend, she's inevitably going to feel safer. More than likely, that guy is going to defend her if something was to arise, whatever it may be. Whereas that guy is not getting the sexual access.
Our main topic of the evening: can men and women be friends? Well, according to a website called The Good Men Project, on a post written by Kara Kennedy, yes, she says men and women can be friends. I'm only going to read part of this. When I was in college, she says, in the very funny, although now very dated film, When Harry Met Sally, the male protagonist opined that men and women can't be friends. It was news to me even way back in the late 80s. I had many wonderful platonic friendships with men, and Harry's fictional assertion that they are all, quote, pretty much wanted to nail me did not ring true in the least. And now, nearly 30 years later, I hear the same tired old excuses for why members of the opposite sex cannot enjoy healthy emotional intimacy without physical intimacy as well. A woman I know... Stay with me, guys. This article quoted psychologist Chuck Schaefer saying, the only avenue boys have been socialized to think they can have emotional intimacy is through romantic relationship. It is also asserted that there is, quote, science behind the idea that men cannot have successful platonic relationships, blah, 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 blah. Go ahead and read the studies if you wish, but the bottom line is this. Some men and women can't be friends due to the fact that they have been told they can't be friends, and they believed it. Listen, man, CGA, I'm going to start with you because here is my assertion. Can men and women be friends? Absolutely. It's just not a good idea for the man. What say you?
I'm curious because they just threw it out as a blanket statement. They didn't put in like possibilities. Are we talking about can a married man be a friend with a single woman while he has his wife? I mean, there's a whole bunch of things. I think for most men are going to engage with a female or a woman if they have a sexual interest. And then once that's figured out, he might want to play in the background in the beta male orbit, as we call it, as a friend. But if she offered him some peace leave, he gonna take it. Most men are not gonna take it. So he'll take it as a friend and then try to develop the relationship after that. Many women might engage with a guy without wanting a romantic relationship. So right. I think it's wishful thinking that women are saying, yes, a man and a woman can be friends. But I think many times those same women, when they are a married woman and their husband has a female friend, she will change her mind on that subject matter.
Real talk. I will also say this. I don't know one woman, or at least very few women, who say, well, men and women can't be friends because of the obvious. No, every woman will say that men and women can be friends only because it is only the woman who benefits. This is why all these studies say men and women, of course they can be friends. It's because it's the woman who benefits.
You benefit. And so one more thing, I think some of the best female friends that I have, I've already slept with them. Right. So it's already off the table. Right. You already had it. Some female women that I haven't slept with, the relationship died when somebody either made that advance or whatever. But I think ones that I've already taken it off the table and I don't need anything from them, I can actually engage in a friendship with them.
Men and women can be friends both before and after sex. Also, if one of them is unattractive or unattracted to the other. For example, you got somebody who is, what do you say, a Pillsbury biscuit can? It's real easy to be friends, with somebody like that. Even then something, a couple of drinks and you never know what might happen. She starts slimming down because that alcohol getting to you.
Real talk.
That's happened before. But now, for the most part, no, they can't be friends. And a lot of women are actually fooled into believing that this is possible. And they 100% of the time, they are going to be sadly mistaken. I remember one time I was talking to a
here
friend
we
of
go.
mine,
Right?
a friend of mine, and she was complaining to me, and I said, "What happened?" She said, "Well, my best friend took an advance at me," and I was like, "Well, tell me what happened." Now, remind you, she got junk in the trunk, right?
All right.
She was hell. So yeah. So I said, "So what happened?" She was like, "I don't know. I was, hanging out at he was at her house or his house, doesn't matter." But she said she had on like, some low cut booty shorts on, and he went for a little, he went in to get a little grab, and and she got upset, and I was like, "Why are you upset?" It's like, because I thought we were just friends. I'm like, you gonna wear booty shorts around a man and think that's gonna not arouse him? Like, he's not gay. So she was like, so she ended up being cool with him again after that talk, but I had to let her know, like, you can't just be sitting around wearing stuff like that around men. And so women, a male friend to a woman is a man just waiting to
Right.
So, I don't think it's possible, but women like to trick themselves into thinking that shit just so they can have a bunch of males around and chase them. But I like to deal with the nature of a man. Like, for instance, my girl can't have male friends. She's bad. So that's just not happening. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that none of these guys really want to listen to the bullshit she's talking about. And, when you're a real friend, you got to listen to bullshit babble. No. And if she's talking crazy about me and what problems she's having about me, they're just being an ear to listen to. So they get their chance. So no, I don't believe in men and women being friends unless the woman is completely unattractive. And that's that.
First, so that I can make my point, I'm going to define what a friend is, and I'm going to define what an associate is, because these two things always get conflated. So what a lot of girls, what a lot of people think is actually it's an associate. So I define a friend as someone that you can hang out with alone. Hey, I want to go to the movies. You want to come with me? Cool. Hey, I was going to go get a drink at the spot. You want to come through? Okay, cool. Yo, I was thinking about going to the beach. You want to come with? Cool. So in a lot of situations, women can't really ask a guy that without it being inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? So that is what I would define as a friend. Can you call this individual to help you or go and do things with you on a one-on-one basis where you guys are exchanging some kind of real value from both parties? And 9 out of 10 times, it's the man giving all the value and the woman delivering zero. You know what I'm saying? Because the woman is getting everything she wants. She's getting that companionship. She's getting that masculinity. She's getting that protection, right? Because if she's out with a male friend, she's inevitably going to feel safer. More than likely, that guy is going to defend her if something was to arise, whatever it may be. Whereas that guy is not getting the sexual access. So I would say with an emphatic no, right, that men and women cannot be friends. Now, their other thing is I think they can be associates. And what I mean by associate is you guys have some kind of mutual situation where you guys work with each other to get to a greater good. I'll give you guys an example. So as you guys know, I have a porn star. Her name is Kiki Clout, or sorry, I'm a Spicy Star. She comes on the show and we do a show with her. I would not consider her a friend, but she is an associate that helps us with her business. So therefore, we deal with her, respect her, whatever it may be, because none of us are trying to smash her, because we understand that that's going to mess up with the lines, right? Because it works. So she's an associate, right? But there's exceptions to the rule too. So I would say sometimes you have forced associations. And I would say this is when, just like people said in the panel earlier, one party's really ugly and the other one would never see them in a romantic light, whether it's the male or the female. The other exception is there's serious relationships intertwined in their friendship. For example, let's say your brother's wife, right? Like you ain't gonna mess with her. Like she's basically family at that point, or a close friend's girlfriend or wife. That is considered like you guys are associates, but obviously you guys are
boundaries.
Like exactly.
There you go. Boundaries. Yeah,
there's boundaries, and then there's other like situations where it's a colleague that you work with. You ain't gonna obviously you want to keep that professional because you don't want to S where you eat, if you guys know what I'm saying. So I would say that being friends with a woman, impossible. Being associates with her, though, completely reasonable and sometimes needed to get to a greater good. The thing is, though, is that men need to understand that it ends at associate. And what I mean by associate is that once the mutual benefit that you're giving to each other ends, there's no more communication. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The mistake that a lot of these guys make, though, is that they continue to communicate with these girls, thinking that they can go through the back door to get some action later on. And that's just not the right way to go, because what's going to happen is women are always, we all know women are allergic to accountability in 2021, right? Let's keep it a stack. They're so what she's going to do is she's going to play dumb. She's going to try to assume that plausible deniability. Oh, I didn't know, just like Hotep's story. I didn't know he would like me, but deep down she knew that he likes her. It's just that she enjoys that male attention to a degree that it's addicting to a lot of women, bro. There's a reason why women outnumber men when it comes to social media usage, when it comes to them having male friends, whatever. I can't tell you how many bimbos have come on this show and said, yeah, I have male friends. And I'm like, oh, really? Text him right now. Let's see and say you're horny. Let's see what happens. Oh, I'm going to do that. Or if they do it, the guy messages them then, or they finally come to the realization, you're right. He would definitely try to smash. But
as far as a woman and a man actually just being, chill and no sex is happening, that'll never happen, because either one or both parties are going to be attracted to each other, or what's going to happen is that you're going to have a woman who she wants to be friends with the guy, but she realizes that she can't actually be friends with him. So what it is that it's sort of like a pseudo type of like fake friendship where the guy likes her. She knows the guy likes her, but she's just saying we're friends. You understand? So he's basically, around to give her attention. Right. He's giving her that boyfriend energy, but she don't really like him like that. You see what I'm saying? And then what happens is that these guys, because they're beta males, because she could never do that with an alpha, because they're beta males, they're just going to stick around hoping that at some point they'll be more than friends. So it's not really a friendship. Also, another thing too is this: men and women generally don't have the same type of interest generally. You understand? So, guy, you know what I mean? You might want to go do some masculine type shit, or let's say, for example, like you're not going to tell your girl, like your girlfriend, hey, let's go out and pick up some chicks. It ain't going to be the same guy. You understand what I'm saying? Or you might say something that might offend her. Like if me and Donovan is chilling, we might say some raunchy ass stuff, but
like a big booty.
Right, exactly. But if you say that to your girl, your girlfriend, she's going to get offended. So it's like it's too much of those things that's going to make it to where it's not going to be an actual friendship. She's not going to really respect you as a man, and you're going to be annoyed by her being, annoyed at you for being a man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going to happen.